And that stuff is raining down. They've used thousands and thousands. I forget the ratio. It's some ridiculous amount. More uranium than the contamination of actual A-bombs and hydrogen bombs. I've had Dr. Doug Rockey and others on. The number is so ridiculous. Because what? You reduce uranium down, 99, plus percent, and then that's all the DU you've got left. It's still radioactive. It's still poisonous. It's still a tiny particula. It's still horrible. Puts off a different type of radiation. And then that's what they've got as DU, and then they use that in proving grounds all over the Western world. They're now selling it to third world countries that are using it at their shooting ranges and their proving grounds, with their tanks and planes, do bombing runs and strafing runs, and they're serving it out in small ammo, 50 cal, 223, 308, 7.6239. So that's all blowing around all day. When I got invited out to Las Vegas to watch the Ultimate Fighting, and I went ahead and did it because Joe invited me so many times, the host of it, I went out there and I was talking to this Israeli guy who's friends with Joe, and I explained to him that Israel used DU in the Gaza and that they also used it in Lebanon. And of course, he was from Israel. He knew that the winds blew across the Med over Israel. And he went, oh, yeah, they did use that. That's crazy. Israel's breathing that. I mean, some people may not even care about the Gazans or whatever, but this is a weapon. It's like a gun that shoots both ways. You pull the trigger and shoot your enemy, and then it shoots you right back in the face. It's ridiculous. But I'm already digressing off chemtrails. Why are they genetically engineering most of the major food crops, knowing that it's spreading into other plants and causing horrible problems? Why are the globalists setting up hadron super colliders that their own scientists admit could destroy the planet? This is the stuff created the A-bomb, They just can't help it. Why do they admit the Pentagon detonated hundreds and hundreds of weapons in the atmosphere in one night, 50-plus hydrogen bombs, trying to set the atmosphere on fire in the 60s? And they put that on Discovery Channel and brag about it? I'm going to make a chemtrail film after the next Obama film. Obama's too important because they've got their whole New World Order agenda of open borders, massive tax increases, increasing troops to menace Russia and start a new Cold War, menace China, but while selling out more of our sovereignty, global currencies, stealing $12.8 trillion so far. I mean, this is their man. They're making their move on every level with this guy. So we're Obama deception, hard-hitting, exposing the bankers, exposing the real paradigm, showing what their world government agenda is. You show this to an Obamanoid, it's waking up over 90%. And this is the feedback we're getting online and people that are showing their Obama zombie neighbors. This is snapping them out of their trance. This is having a huge effect. So get the Obama deception at Infowars.com. Watch it in super high quality at prisonplanet.tv. Go there, point and click to your DVD burner, burn it on DivX, plays on almost all the new DVD players. Give those to people. I mean, you can burn the film on regular CDs. They're like 20 cents a piece, and they play in DVD players in high quality. This is amazing. To get it in the very highest quality, buy the high-quality DVD with the extras on it at Infowars.com and have that shipped out to you. And that's also what supports us, so please don't forget to do that. Or call toll-free 888-253-3139, 888-253-3139. And then I'm making a whole new Obama film that actually gets into his background, his lies, his fraud, how he's not even African. We're going to go ahead and get into the passport and all the rest of it. I want to do that in the second film because he couldn't even get a passport with the type of birth certificate he has. That's the point we're making. But that's a small part of it. We get into the economics, interviewing all these economists. It's going to be really hard-hitting with a plan to get us out of this and a plan to arrest the bankers. So that's the next Obama film. I'm racing. I've got our people dispatched in New York. Aaron's just now taking off to go to Kansas City. I've got people dispatched next week to go cover the Oath Keepers that are going to be in Lexington, Massachusetts, with all these police and military saying we're not going to confiscate guns, we're not going to follow the illegal orders of the New World Order. That's going to be in the film. A bunch of other stuff I'm not going to get into until you see the film, just because I don't want to put the intel out about what we're doing. I don't want to be stopped. A lot of breaking stuff in this film. I'm working on that. And then I just want to make the announcement now. And I keep forgetting my new P.O. box I need to give out to people. Can you have one of the guys run me in the P.O. box? I need to memorize that because, look, we can't do this all. Just like with the new Obama film I sent, that we're working on now, I sent Rob New and Jason Douglas to California, to San Diego, L.A., and Sacramento, where they're trying to force people out of these tent cities into these basic prison camps where they're frisked and searched and controlled. And basically it's very hard to have jobs because they have to leave at 5 a.m. and be back by 3 p.m. And they're going to force you to live in these facilities. So this is a form of being a prisoner. I said, hey, we can't shoot all of this. We can't do all of this. I read the L.A. Times about another camp outside L.A., in Ontario, California, where they're taking the people's children, taking their dogs, and taking their RVs. We got the same reports up where we went, but we don't have the assets to send crews everywhere. I need listeners to go to Ontario, California, and shoot that. Now, we did have folks up in Canada shoot some great video for us to show what's happening there. We'll put some of that in the film. But with the chemtrail film that we need to start on now, because I need to have all this. Here's an example. I don't have the money to hire 2 or 3 more camera people just here in Austin to go out on hilltops every day with time-lapse, because they're spraying yesterday and today. I mean, they come in, they lay down the spray at about 4,000 feet. These are not ice crystals. And you can watch in an hour a tiny spray trail turn into a giant cloud bank in front of your eyes. And I'm not whining or complaining. I'm saying we need your help, folks, because I'm doing 5 hours of radio yesterday, 2 hours Raleigh James, another interview. I went on with Burma's. I'm taking care of all this other stuff, directing films, writing questions for the guests we're interviewing when we send crews around the country. I've got to do this all. And we're going to shoot time-lapse, and we're going to shoot, photographs that you take, time-lapse video. We'd like you to show yourself driving around chemtrail hunting. We'd like to, put all of you in the film. I'm going to make a big 2-hour film about chemtrails, about the history of biological chemical testing on the people, radiological testing, about everything they're doing, their whole program, what's admitted, and then now what's really happening with the chemtrails, the different variants of that, and how they do spray barium, salts, and aluminum dioxide admittedly into the atmosphere at key points we're now noticing on the maps to come into other countries at their jet streams, where the jet streams come into near sea level. So we're noticing that I've been noticing on the maps, the main chemtrail activity, because you can look at NASA photos and see them everywhere, blacking out the key areas. It's at key feeding areas where jet streams are coming in. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. They are poisoning us with these. The globalists love multifaceted things. They love to be able to whack 10 moles at one time, to kill 10 birds with one stone. Everything they do always has to hit on a bunch of cylinders, all cylinders for them. So they are terraforming and manipulating the atmosphere. There's no doubt of that. Darkening the planet, doing a lot of very strange things. But they're also poisoning us with this, but that's only one facet of the programs. I'm going to make a chemtrail film about it all. The low-altitude spraying, they admit. And so what I need you to do, folks, is shoot the footage. And, hey, you're welcome to go make your own chemtrail film. If you want to be in my film, and you want your footage in there, and you want to, all of us combining forces together, and I'll put the sucker out for free on the web. To fund it, of course, we'll also sell the DVDs. If you want to be part of this, shoot the video, shoot yourselves talking whatever, send me a letter saying, I shot this, you have full authorization to use it. Send it to us, because we got such a small crew. We don't have time to screw around, folks, and call you back and get you to send us letters and all this, because I can't. I've had people try to set us up, send us things so you can go ahead and use it verbally and then try stuff later. If you want to be in the chemtrail film, if you want to be in the chemtrail film, if you want your material to be used, shoot it, mail it to us. Okay? Because I can't be everywhere. If you're in Australia, if you're in England, I know they're spraying everywhere. If you're in Canada, if you're in Mexico. And I'm going to create a page on the site with all the government documents and links admitting all this. We're going to call it, the Chemtrail Center. And I want everybody to mail all of this to us. And we will make the master film. But I want to race to make it, but also make it good. The minute July 4th's done and the new Obama film is released, I will launch immediately in 2 months. Give myself 3 months, because it takes a few weeks to have it mass-produced and mastered and shipped. Because this time I had the DVDs come in for Obama Deception the day it was released. Or, this actually came in some on the Friday before and then some on the Monday the 16th. and then we had to get caught up. It took us about a week to get caught up shipping. This time, take this next Obama film. We're going to have it done, let me think, April, May. We're going to have it done the first week of June, have it sent off to be mass produced. We're going to have it a week and a half, 2 weeks before it's even released. And here's a little secret. We're going to have everything packed and ready to ship for people that have purchased it, sitting in there, and we're going to start shipping it 3 days before the official release date, so you literally get it. UPS on average takes 3 days, some places 4 days in the U.S. You will get it on the release date. That's what we're doing. Same thing with this film. As soon as the chemtrail, we don't have time to screw around. Who knows how long there'll be on internet? Who knows how long we're going to be here? They're openly announcing they're getting ready to shut down the web, cut it up, reduce it. So we are just intensifying what we're doing on every front. But we don't have the money or the personnel. So fund us by buying the Obama Deception and Endgame and Truth Rising and Fabled Enemies and everything.